So looking up, Jesus saw great crowds approaching, and his heart went out to them. He knew they'd made a long journey, and they were in need of attending to. And so he asked Philip, where can we buy some bread for these people to eat? And Philip straight away starts thinking. He's a calculating man of how can we address this problem to get food for them. And he starts thinking, and he dispersed. There's just so many of them. Not even 6 months' wages would be enough to buy enough food for them just to have a small morsel each. But the thing is, Jesus didn't ask him how much would they need, but rather where would they to go to buy bread to give the people to eat. Andrew picks up on the situation, and Andrew doesn't despair. Rather, he shows a kind of an act of faith. He notices a small boy who has 5 loaves and 2 fishes, barley loaves, the bread of the poor. And he brings the small boy to Jesus, and he presents the boy, and this is what the little boy has. And that's enough then for Jesus to act upon. That small faith, act of faith by Andrew, and that generosity of the small boy who gives everything he has. And upon doing, Jesus takes that, blesses it, and shares it out, giving enough to feed the 5,000 who are there, and with leftovers, 12 baskets full. So at the beginning, he wants to test Philip. He knows Philip as being a calculating man, and he wants to give him a lesson that with Jesus, you don't calculate, you trust. And as Jesus says, to enter into the kingdom of heaven, we have to become like children, like this little boy who gives everything, even and that faith, even as a mustard seed, like Andrew has. But what is this? Confronted with the enormous amount of people here. But still, he brings the boy to Jesus. And that's what we have to do. We have to bring the little boy, the little girl, whatever is within us, and bring that to Jesus, and to hand everything over. And it doesn't matter the circumstance, if we give everything that we have with faith, trusting and not holding anything back, and giving it all over to Jesus, things change. Things change when we put ourselves, even the little that we have, into the hands of Jesus. And that is what we are called to do. And he can make miracles with that little that we have. So that is the essence of the reading of today and today's gospel, the teaching of have faith and entrust yourself to Jesus, giving him everything, just as the little boy did, and he can work miracles in our lives. So that's what we can ask for, that faith and generosity to hold nothing back, to give all to Jesus, to entrust all to him, so that he can work miracles in our lives as he desires to do. Amen.